Hello everybody and welcome back to 5 Minute Crypto, the channel where we cover the most important crypto news in just 5 minutes. Today, back again with another juicy crypto update. And looking at the charts right now, guys, there's a couple of very interesting things going on. We are on the brink of a very interesting crypto breakout, but also there are some very important numbers that are going to be coming out tomorrow, and I quickly want to cover that for you all. Here's exactly what I'm talking about. I am talking about the release of the CPI. You can see here the reference month of February. The numbers about inflation and prices basically are going to be released on March 10th, 8:30 a.m. Historically speaking, the influence of this has been insane. Taking a look at the charts, for example, you could say that this specific event, what caused, there we go, it's difficult English, the big breakdown and actually stopped Bitcoin from breaking out further. Taking a look at those prices, it's actually the most important level for Bitcoin, and so it could be that exactly is what caused the Bitcoin price to break down, and ever since, every single time we come back to that area, we have broken down. Now, right now, guys, we are facing some resistance for Bitcoin at about $42.2 thousand. I've told you before, I think a long position was more, quote-unquote, better than a short position, most likely because, well, we are seeing a very bullish reversal here with a bullish engulfing candle and a spike afterwards, basically this being the confirming candle. It happened in kind of the similar fashion as we saw before and as we saw before right here. Let me explain. What we very often trade on this channel is bullish engulfing reversals, where basically there's a specific trend and it turns around, where this reversal candle is, again, in this case here, a green one, which completely encompasses the previous red candle. Now, since we want to be a little bit more certain, we also wait for a confirmation candle, which is basically the green candle right after that bullish engulfing candle. And as we can see back in the charts right here, we have actually had this bullish engulfing a couple of times, and every single time it actually got broken down. Let's quickly take a look. So we hit this point the first time, right? We had that negative news the 10th, the price broke down. We hit it a second time, and again, you can see here we had a bullish engulfing pattern. This is usually where you start buying the day afterwards or somewhere along the lines of this, but we got a fake out, which again, coincidentally, was at about $44.5 thousand before breaking down all the way to where it doesn't really matter, because the next time we had this bullish engulfing candle with confirmation, you can see it right here, we came all the way back up to that same exact resistance. So again, let's remember, here we had a bullish engulfing, touched the zone, came right back down. Our new bullish engulfing touched the zone, came right back down. And again, our newest bullish engulfing, once more with the confirmation, has then again, just following the history here, a pretty interesting probability to hit that zone again before potentially falling down, or because it's going to be the fourth touch breakthrough. Then again, I'm mainly basing it on the idea that, well, we've had some very heavy tensions. You guys have most likely seen everything from Russia by now. You have most likely all heard about the executive order from earlier today. The majority of things are taken way out of proportion, and I think the market has reacted to almost every single one of these things. So the numbers that are going to be coming out tomorrow, I'm not exactly sure what negative we can fetch from this, as it's all already been reflected into the markets. Okay, we get an even higher CPI number. Even that, I think people have already anticipated upon, and so together with this very bullish news from earlier today about the executive order, it is looking as if the price can only really go up from here. Remember, however, that people buy the rumors, sell the news, and so what is logically speaking happening right now is that a lot of people were going long. A lot of people were buying Bitcoin, all because of this new executive order, which got people excited. But in reality, nothing changes on the short term except for the stance which the US has taken, which to me is the most important thing. So again, I am very bullish because of all of this. Then again, the S&P also had a very nice opening today with a massive gap. You can clearly see that that was a juicy opening right here. A gap like this is pretty scary, even though it happens almost all the time, but it's a pretty significant gap right now because a lot of people are thinking that it's going to fill that gap back up, meaning the price is going to reverse. But for as long as the S&P, which again has been doing for a couple of hours right now, is pumping and doing well, there's a very high probability that the exact same thing is happening for Bitcoin, as again, it usually does. Then again, it's going to close in about 40 minutes from now, and it's not looking to come back down anytime soon, as it's basically going and breaking through everything. And so there's also a smaller likelihood that Bitcoin before 1 a.m. today in Dubai time is still going to break down. But let's kind of summarize what we're doing. Right now, we are biased towards the upside because of what we've seen in terms of price. You can draw a couple of lines in here which showcase that we are actually building higher lows. As you can clearly see here, whatever low we've built is higher than the previous ones we've had, and the same thing will most likely go for the recent top we're going to make. We are expecting the upside, and we are expecting at least $44.5 thousand. If we actually get there, guys, I'm going to be taking a risky bet and opening a crazy long position because I'm expecting the price to this time around break through and go towards the freaking moon. We are, however, right now at a critical resistance, which again was a support turned into resistance at this point at about 42.1 thousand. What I'm going to do is wait for one confirmation. As soon as we spike upwards for Bitcoin again, it is showcasing that all the bullish signs from earlier today are actually going to continue on forward, together with, of course, the big event from tomorrow. XRP, we actually want a daily confirmation tomorrow. If that is bullish, I again am going to really go on with the long positions like crazy because right now I'm just so extremely bullish. Again, for Bitcoin, we're going to go a little bit over 5 minutes just to reaffirm everything I'm trying to say. It's a very risky point. The price is showcasing a little bit of a bullish pennant. Things are looking really beautiful in that regard. But since we have such a big event tomorrow, I would highly suggest, and again, this is not financial advice, to kind of look out a little bit and see. If we break out towards the downside, again, it is not too crazy to assume that we are going to be falling back to the prices that we saw a couple of days ago. But if right now, any one of these hours, we break towards the upside even a little bit, and hopefully get a confirmation on the 1 hour, it would not be too crazy to assume that this is going to continue on further all the way towards 44.5K. And that, I think, is why the majority of my friends are still in long positions going crazy right now, because the majority of everything in the crypto space right now is just looking extremely bullish. Then again, be careful, be cautious. Because I'm expecting if we don't hold above about $41,000, that Bitcoin is going to fall all the way back down to 37.5 or at least about $38,000. So that is exactly what I'm thinking right now.